It's a beautiful way to start our Sunday today. Before I start, I'd like to thank Mr. Vasugaru for giving me this opportunity. It's wonderful to be here today. I really love his concept and the way he's taking this forward. It is a lot of inspiration to a lot of us. So before I start my talking about my journey and all that, I'll just give a brief background about where I come from. So hi, I'm Shilpa. So I come from a business family background. I come from a very conservative family, typical Raju family, where women, it's all about getting married eventually. And yeah, education was given importance, but boys were given more importance, and girls are, they always wanted girls, it's more protective, and they wanted us to go into good families and settle down with the family and all that. And that is how it started. I have wonderful parents who kind of gave me good education and all that, but I knew that my end thing was getting married, and that's how I got married at a very early age of 19. I went into a beautiful family, no doubt. They were extremely supportive, and they kind of, gave me the impetus and the freedom to do what I wanted. So coming from there, I mean, just that I was a commerce graduate in my education, and I kind of did my interiors, but going ahead I couldn't pursue because I had my girls. And giving it a very conscious call, I wanted to be a mother that time. I had two girls back to back. I mean, so I very consciously decided that I wanted to be a full-time mom and didn't want to do or associate with anything else except growing my children. I joined my family business, which is, as she told, it's Nagarjuna. But it was a great learning curve, no doubt. But my interests never lie out there. I mean, I have no shame in admitting, but my best self was not coming out there. I mean, truly that satisfaction of doing something all by myself, because it was a very protected environment, since it was my dad's business and all that. Though I was getting all the comforts, but there was something that was missing. So I wanted to do something for myself, and I remember my mother, who was a great inspiration to me, who was very loving and caring. But when I lost her for cancer a couple of years back, that made me, I mean, she was just another backbone of the house. She was the silent, I think, giver. Basically, she was the one who never discussed about her ambitions, aspirations, likes or dislikes. It was always about looking after the rest of the family. That is when it made me realize that I wanted an identity for myself. I did used to attend a lot of culinary classes and all that when I used to travel. So that gave me a thought that why don't I start something like a culinary studio in Hyderabad, where cooking doesn't have to be an elaborate process, but cooking can be made very fun and entertaining. Cooking has a lot of other aspects to it. It creates a lot of team bonding, a lot of patience for the kids. So, so while I was thinking about the culinary studio, I started looking out for a space and all that. The challenges basically is because I do not come from an F&B background. It was very difficult for me to kind of understand. It all started from a scratch. It started as just like the little things that I had to talk to people, discuss a lot about it. So while I was doing a bit of research and all that, I anyway started the journey of culinary studio, starting my space and all. I've taken the space, but while I was doing that, I understood that the whole point I started the culinary studio is basically I saw that India maturing from a product-based business, product-based, to more of an experience-based, more of a service-based. People are traveling a lot, and everybody would want to experience things. So that is where the whole business idea came, and I wanted to take the culinary studio to another level, experience level. But while I was going through that journey of the culinary studio, I understood that, it is not easy. Hyderabad is a new place to get something like that. I know I've gone to other countries, I've experienced the culinary classes and all, but Hyderabad, it is a little difficult market to sustain alone on the culinary studio. So that is when I started thinking, this has to be a sustainable model and I can't just start something for the sake of starting. It has to be a profit-making business. And I started doing a little more research about what should I do? How do I kind of make it a complete thing? It has to be something regarding culinary, but it has to give it in a different experience like a culinary. So that is when I saw the shift happening from Indian desserts to Western. I think all age groups started enjoying a lot of chocolate-based desserts and the fusion mix and all that. So I said, okay, why don't I do a French patisserie where basically I am giving. So when I travel and all, I used to look at those, patisseries in Paris, and I used to think, oh my God, that's an art. It's an art by itself, and it's amazing. I understood the pain and the patience and a lot of hard work that goes only after I've started. I mean, I see my chefs and my team work so hard behind each and every patisserie. I kind of started my own business, so I wanted to make it successful, and not just for the namesake, but for the entire my team who have believed and trusted in me and they've come on board. So I just wanted to prove for all of them that we as a brand can work wonders. And to me today, it's overwhelming to say that Pho became its own identity beyond my name. And that is to me a victory today. And kudos to my team who has been my biggest support the last 1 year with me. So that was the Pho journey. Yes, we did have a lot of ups and downs. We did have a lot of tensions while we were. But ultimately, I think we have successfully kind of created a brand, and I'm very happy that we are going into expansions. And it's a very, very young brand. It's just 2 years old, but we are extremely happy that people are like Mr. Vasu and all have recognized our brand and wanted our story to be out here today among all of you. And that is to me a great victory. And we are looking forward for more expansions and growing as an organization and getting more new things into our brand. So as I take more strides to grow, I would like to pursue myself to the identities that I wanted to be recognized for. I want to, as I grow, I want to become more emotionally independent, more confident in what I'm doing, and broaden my knowledge. That is very important for all of us, to broaden our knowledge and to update myself with the latest skills. And that is, I think that helps me, because that is what helped me even in FICCI. Because when I was looking at these eminent personalities coming out and talking, I was trying and adapting myself to the new people every day. There's this beautiful quote I've read somewhere: you are made and remade continually. Different people take different words out of me. So it's every day is a learning. Every day you get something new from everyone around you. You're learning something different, and that is what I think, I was trying to get into my work or personal life or anything. So just to end with, I learned it a very difficult way, but you cannot make everyone happy. What you can do is make yourself happy, and that is very, very important. To just, so be brave, go out there, explore new things, see what you can, or what are your interests that comes naturally to you, explore it, figure it out, and go do it. It can be dancing, it can be singing, it can be art, it can be getting a new job, it can be just leaving a job, it can be falling in love, but carve your own niche. And most important is learn to embrace the randomness. Thank you.